It's quite unexpected to find ourselves in agreement with Diane Abbott on something. Honestly, I never thought I'd be making a video commending her views. But here we are. In today's discussion, we'll watch as she takes on Keir Starmer and completely dismantles his arguments live on television. Whether you admire her or not, one thing is certain: this time, she's not holding back. Let's dive in and hear what she has to say. He did understand. No, he doesn't. That's the problem, he doesn't. One of the key issues with Keir is that he's relatively new to the party. He was Director of Public Prosecutions until 2014, meaning he couldn't have been a Labour Party member during that time. Then he was parachuted into a safe seat. He didn't have to contest it, he didn't have to fight for it. As a result, he lacks an instinct for politics. He might argue that he does, saying he's successfully taken on people like her, but that's not the same thing. He doesn't understand how people actually feel. He's sitting on a comfortable pension from his legal career. What does he know about the struggles of aging women who rely on the state pension? Is he your leader? Absolutely. Is he your Prime Minister? Yes. And because of that, I have the right to voice my opinion. There's more I could say, but for now, I'll leave it at this: he just doesn't understand how people feel. Another thing he doesn't realize, because he wasn't an MP at the time, is how persistent and committed campaigners were. And how widespread is the dissatisfaction among Labour MPs. Many are deeply unhappy because this government decision wasn't in the manifesto, it wasn't promised. Some of the newer MPs may blindly follow Starmer's lead, but those who have been around longer, especially those who took photos with waspy women, know that this issue isn't going away. When they return to their constituencies, they'll hear what people really think. That vote could be on a knife's edge because so many Labour MPs might choose to abstain or even vote against the leadership. Diane Abbott has delivered a sharp critique of Keir Starmer's leadership, questioning his connection with grassroots supporters. Her analysis focuses on his political trajectory, which she argues lacks the defining experiences of traditional Labour leaders. Abbott points out that Starmer's late entry into Labour politics, following a prestigious legal career as Director of Public Prosecutions, signals a leader who hasn't faced the struggles of long-term party members. His rise to power, secured through a safe parliamentary seat without grassroots mobilisation, has left him disconnected from the lived experiences of Labour's core voter base. A major part of her criticism highlights Starmer's inability to empathise with ordinary people, particularly older women reliant on state pensions. She contrasts his privileged background, supported by a generous pension, with the financial struggles of Labour voters. This disconnect, she argues, undermines his credibility as a leader capable of championing social justice and economic equality. By failing to understand the hardships of working-class voters, Starmer risks alienating the very demographic Labour has historically depended on. Beyond personal critiques, Abbott points to deeper tensions within the Labour Party. Many MPs, she claims, are disillusioned by leadership decisions that stray from Labour's traditional principles and manifesto commitments. She warns that those too closely aligned with Starmer could face backlash from constituents who feel betrayed. The growing discontent among MPs, particularly those who previously expressed solidarity with waspy women, may lead to rebellion. Some MPs might refuse to vote or even oppose the leadership on key issues, exposing internal fractures within the party.